My plan was obviously to expand services for foster kids to 21 and make a more gradual entry into the society. Aging out is a difficult situation for all of us, but most of us had a parent or some relative or somebody who sort of helped us through it, and finances were more available. These kids got nothing. We've taken them away from their parents, and then at 18 we sort of throw them out into the world. With respect to these kids, it's as though they have a special quality to them, that they're children who did nothing and don't deserve the bad deal they got. And so there are a lot of people who are very sympathetic. That's why I was able to get the Fostering Connections bill through. Jerry Weller, Republican, conservative Republican, and I put this bill together, and we went over to the Senate, and Max Baucus and Grassley passed it through the Senate, and almost without amendment. These are kids who were just going along their life, and suddenly they're jerked out of their home by the system, saying that that's not a safe place for them. States now have the encouragement to do it and say there'll be federal money, but you got to match it with some state money.
Yeah.
And every state in the union is struggling to keep in place what they've got already, much less expanding a program like this. And so therefore it's disappointing, because there's a lot of interest and a lot of desire to do this, but with no money it gets really tough. I don't think there could be a better set of administrators to make this work at the federal level. It's been a long time since we've had anybody who was this concerned about foster kids. And I think that it's lots of fun to work with the White House and a Department of Health and Human Services that really cares about this. So I'm pleased. The president said, let's do that program nationwide and see if we can't cut down the number of foster kids by stopping it early. And with that kind of attitude, I think you're going to have a lot of good things come out of the White House in terms of foster care. I look at it as a human resource issue. You've got this huge potential of an awful lot of able kids who, because you took away the psychological infrastructure, are swimming as hard as they can to keep their head above water because they haven't got anything to grab onto. And so basically what you're trying to do in this bill is to try and give them something to hang on to so they can stabilize themselves. And you may know about the mother, that the mother was abusive or drug addict or on meth or all this kind of stuff, and that it's not a suitable mother, but to the child, going home to mother is number one wish. And that's why in the bill we had the provisions for to try and keep ties together with family members. This idea that you want to break them off and put one over here and one over there and one over there, these kids just look for somebody who's family. And so if you can prevent that bond from being broken by being therapeutic in the stages when you have real troubles, you in the long run cut down your costs, and you cut down the emotional costs that a child goes through.